Every day, chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Welcome to Tradin TV to episode 3 of Tradin. In today's episode, we're back with another live New York trading session. And once again, we're handing the FundingPips traders who are turning discipline, resilience, and strategy to results. In this episode, we are shining a spotlight on 3 very special FundingPips traders who've not only refined their edge, they've earned their place in floor with a total of over $200,000. Now, the first is Kashif, a respected community mentor with 7 years of trading since 2021. He's earned over 100,000 in rewards, and his mission goes beyond profit. He's here to create impact on traders. And he wants traders not to rely on him, but to become confident in their own trading process. We have a second trader, a very special lady, Rosa Loncis, a professional trader from Spain with 8 years of experience, data-driven approach to profitability. Rosa has 1,000 in rewards and featured in one of our success stories on FundingPips channel as well. And she's known for her discipline, precision, and consistency in the markets. And finally, we have Anand. Proof that setbacks are just setups for the comebacks. And after losing $15,000 in 2017, he turned to be an even stronger and smarter trader. His track record is 5 consecutive rewards of $10,000 from a single $25,000 account, I believe, and into over $87,000 in rewards at FundingPips. So you are in for a treat today. You're going to catch the action. You're going to see their mindset, and you're going to be part of day trading process and what they go through on the charts as traders. And I cannot wait to watch it. So traders, let's give it. Rosa, Kashif, Anand, the floor is yours.
Hi guys, very pleased to be here, sharing this moment. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah.
So where are you from? Where are you trading from?
I'm from Pakistan, and I've been trading from the last 7 years. It's been 4 years into prop firms, and been running a Discord community along with the Instagram page, and we've been sharing setups and mentoring students to become profitable. Pretty much that's it. And trading live, losing money, making money live every single day. That's what we do.
So I'm based out of India. I am trading probably, I have stops between trading. So ideally, I would say I have close to 3 years in trading experience. I started Profum a year and a half back. So like I've traded all by myself, and I'm very much not active in social, but I'm trying to start being more active. So yeah. What about you, Rosa?
I live actually now. I'm living in Spain. I'm back at home. I've been living in the UK for many years, and I've been a trader since it's been already 8, nearly 9 years. I've been trading. Super rich the first 6 months, like everyone else, right? When we approached the trading. And I'm a professional Nasdaq trader. It's the only thing I do. Nasdaq. Sometimes I do also Shell, gold, but mostly is Nasdaq. And I've been with prop firms since last year, April last year, so 1 year already. After criticizing prop firms, now I'm with them.
Okay, that's a different story. I only trade gold currently, mostly. I might sometimes trade GBP USD or GBP JFI, but my primary trades are on 98% or 95% is on gold.
All right. So let's go to the charts then. Is there any news coming up? Haven't
Yeah,
checked.
there is a big news coming up in the
Oh
24th.
yeah, the
Yeah.
retail sales. All right. And the unemployment claims.
Yes.
Okay, so what kind of trading do you use? Do you trade based on smart money or ICT?
So mine is like a little bit like mostly smart money, but not the entire concept. And I also trade based on sessions. So ideally, I would like to trade during just before when London opens, or just before New York opens, or after the New York, the major news and everything, the volume settles down and the new volume comes in. That's when I get into trade. I'll try to avoid a timeline between the heavy news. Basically, New York open until probably 3, 5, 4, 5 hours of New York. I'll completely sit and watch out. I'll let the market play out what's happening, because this time the market moves very drastically. So when we try to, personally, I try to trade platforms. I have lost accounts during news and stuff. So I have set up a rule. So I have few set of rules. I've set up my rule. I will not be having a trade running during a bigger news. Then probably place a trade after news if the setups are ready. Then hold till Tokyo session or just before the market close.
Wow,
So
Tokyo session. Okay,
yeah, sometimes
that's
I do
interesting.
hold trades between the day overlap, and I do calculate the commission fee and everything properly. So that way I don't get stopped out.
Fantastic. So would you
So
like to share your screen or to see some charts?
Yeah, I can share my screen. So I have like little bit of indicators. I just use it for like. Are you guys able to view my screen?
yes.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So yesterday there was a sudden push. Basically, um, like I think I'll remove a little bit of. So today I had a trade in the morning, which I usually take just before London Open, or like if it follows my setup. So this is what my trade looked like today. Basically, yesterday there was a huge push, and there was it went above this. It took all the liquidity and dropped immediately. But I didn't trade yesterday because, like, I was done with my 2% setup yesterday. So both of my funding pip accounts are in profit. So I try to get it withdrawal. It's mostly 2% up. So I'm currently funded with funding pips. So today there was a nice setup. This is one of my favorite trades I like to trade. Just before like when the Tokyo it consolidated, and I saw there was a rejection here, and I saw an order block here. I placed a trade sell and I hold it till there was a 15 minutes order block just below this. My TP was there. It hit cleanly, and London it pushed up a bit, but it's again going down right now. So that was my setup. I think I exited the position also. So today most likely I'll see wait till the news comes and see how the market plays over. If it pushes down, I'll get a clean buy later on in the evening, so that I have to sit and watch. So that's what currently I'm planning to do.
All right.
So it's currently at like it's trying to break here. If it breaks here,
Mm,
it might drop. So that's what my ideology is. But I can't risk it during the news. I'll let what's going to happen and then probably decide.
great. Yes, I'm here. I'm gonna wait until the news, until
Yeah.
after the news.
Yeah. So are you guys planning for any setups today in trade currently, or you're waiting for the news as well?
I think the price section is already too much extended to the downside, so
Yeah.
there could be like a reversal pattern or something, or just a sudden drop. So it would be better. Like personally, like I would wait for the news for more clarity.
Yeah, it's currently like the price action is pushing downwards, but again the volume. So sometimes during news, the sellers will try to take. I mean, they try to book their profit, so that's why it's pushing down. But
Mm,
again, news will again it can drastically change. So we can't.
exactly. And at the
So,
same time, like if we look on the 15-minute time frame, you can see like on the left hand side we have two swing points, two swing equal lows. So that is also kind of like a liquidity level.
yeah,
So
yeah,
probably with the news there could be like a massive drop. We grab the liquidity and then like a sudden push to the upside. So that could present some maybe some opportunities if you get good rejection after liquidity sweep for like 1 minute entry model. That is something I'm looking for.
okay. So that you're telling. Okay, I'll just somewhere below this level, you are expecting it
Yes,
to
yes,
grab
yes. Below
liquidity and
this level.
got it. I think my chart is pretty confusing. I'll remove few items. Yeah, now it's a little cleaner. Perfect. So, you mostly trade on gold, Kasif?
I totally trade on gold. Like I've been trading Nasdaq. I tried Nasdaq, but it was too volatile for me. And I think like Nasdaq is like time based than price action. Like you have to wait for New York Stock Exchange open, and you have to be very precise. Like Nasdaq, it just gives you like 5-10 minutes for execution. Like less than that. Like Rosa would agree with me. Like you need a lot of focus, a lot of precision when you're trading.
It's more volatile, to be honest with you. But yeah, you have like you have a window of 5-10 minutes action. Then you have to wait for 2 hours for the next moment of action. But to me, gold is very confusing sometimes. It's too much volatility for me on gold, so that I'd rather trade Nasdaq as a very quiet symbol.
Like I never looked at Nasdaq chart personally, but I've been told it's pretty good when it comes to futures. So I've decided to like look at funding ticks like later on. So I was thinking of looking at Nasdaq slowly.
All right. Okay.
At the same time, Anand, can I share my screen as well?
Sure, I'll just stop mine.
So I would like to go uh, into a trade setup that I executed yesterday. That would mainly also describe my trading strategy. So basically, like my trading strategy, like it's price action along with smart money concepts. So I look for like high time frame liquidity levels. I look for high time frame order blocks or fair value gaps. And then when those get tapped, like I switch to 1 minute time frame to look for market structure shift. Now, I'll let you guys see this level right here. I start always like whenever I'm starting a session, like whether it's New York, London, Asian, like I start off from top to down analysis, like removing everything. I don't have any drawings, any order blocks on the chart, and I start off from the high time frame and I look at the liquidity levels, like where the liquidity is residing on the chart. So in this case, like if you look at the yesterday move, like for me, every swing high or swing low is a liquidity level. There could be orders residing above or below. So you have to be mindful of that. That if a swing high or swing low is breaking on the chart, there could be a sudden reversal, right? So I marked this liquidity level right here up at the top. And you guys know yesterday, whatever happened, like Trump trying to remove Powell, there's sudden move, big move to the upside. And what happened? The price section not just grab internal structure liquidity, but if you look at this, price also grabbed the external structure liquidity right here. And simply, when I saw that the price is trading above my liquidity level, there could be a liquidity grab. I switched down to the 5 minute time frame, right? And on the 5 minute time frame, the first thing, whenever the price is trying to move above a liquidity level, I look for rejection candles. I look for some dodgy candle, a bearish candle, a simple candle that is trying to show that there could be a pause in the momentum of the price section. So right here, when we had the external sweep, I went to the 1 minute time frame. Now on the 1 minute time frame, things will get interesting because my execution time frame is 1 minute or 3 minutes. I prefer 3 minutes more because there's less noise than 1 minute, but it depends on the price section what I use. So on the 1 minute time frame, then I look for a market structure shift. Now, if you guys look at smart money concepts, price section, they always move from a demand zone to supply zone to demand zone. Like there's supply and demand chains on the price section, and there's come order flow. So whenever the price section is moving from one demand zone to a next supply zone or a next liquidity level, there will be an order flow, and it will be obviously bullish order flow, and the price section will simply make higher highs and higher lows, right? Higher highs and higher lows. The moment it taps into a supply zone or it liquidates a swing level, I look for market structure shift. I look for a change of character simply. So right here, if you look on the price section, right on the 1 minute time frame, that was my last swing low. So obviously, like if I'm trying to look for a sell setup, I want to see the structure shift on the price section. And that happened when this candle closed below this market structure shift right here. Now, when a market structure shift happens, that is the time I wait for the price action to retrace a little bit up to give me a better entry. Now, obviously, I can go in a sell from here as well, but obviously, if I'm going in a sell from here, then my stop loss will be bigger. So I wait for a little bit of retracement to the upside, and that retracement, it should be into a PD array. That means like there should be a rejection candle on this choke leg. Now this whole leg right here from the top to the downside, from here to here, this is the leg which created the market structure shift. And obviously that leg will have some PD arrays or rejection candles. And then I try to shift between the time frames 1 minute and 3 minute to find a PD array. Now in this case right here, for me, this dodgy candle, this dodgy candle right here was a PD array because price tried to push up, then a bearish candle engulfing this bullish candle simply I would call is like kind of like an order block formation, right? Now when the price had retraced back into this on the 1 minute time frame, the first rejection candle I see, the first rejection candle, which is right here, the moment it tapped and it started to leave with impulsive volume. Like now, one thing I would mention when I'm moving from higher time frames to 1 minute time frame, I am very focused on the 1 minute candles. So any rejection, any wick, any sudden move on the 1 minute candles would be my initial early confirmation that now it's going to drop to take a new lower low. So that's the point where I got into the sell yesterday. My stop losses were above this wick right here, and I was targeting this simply this resistance. Obviously, the resistance becomes a support, so I was expecting the price to drop into this. And at the same time, if you look at the left-hand side, another order block, bearish candle, bullish candle, a break of structure to the top side. This is something I was targeting, but I got out at this candle closure. So basically, this whole trade breakdown and the way I execute on the lower time frame, it's my strategy that I use, and I've been using this consistently every single day from the last 6 months over live trading with my Discord community, and it's playing out. We do have some losses, part of game, but when you keep playing this probability like with 1 to 2, like rinse and repeat every single day, the probability it plays out.
That's a beautiful trade, actually. Somewhat similar to what I take, but I would have been taking on the top. Like, but yeah, it's still good. Like, and I would place my stop loss just above the liquidity, like liquidity grab or the big out candle.
So you try to target 1-2 risk reward.
Yeah, like I basically try to have realistic expectations, like 1 to 2. I think like when you're trying to target 1 to 5, 1 to 4, it doesn't plays out every single day. The market is not humble every single day. So I try to play in like 1 to 2 and play the long-term game, because I know with 1 to 2, even if I have like a 60% win rate, in the end, like I'll turn out profitable. And this is something this month I practiced this over my 50K FundingPips account. Now I'm just gonna show you right here, maybe. Yeah, this is something I practiced over my 50K challenge. And I can see like a lot of the days I had some break even days, but I just kept playing 1 to 2. And as you can see, with just a 57% win rate, I was able to pass this challenge. Like basically, I'm like I still need $100 to pass this. So maybe this live stream we pass this, or we go in $100 of a drawdown. Who knows? But this is a fact. Like when you follow like a systematic approach to trading, it plays out over the long run.
So have this been a situation where you kept a TP to pass? For example, assume you need $1,000 to pass, and you kept the TP as $1,000, and the order closes at like $100 or $50 or even $10 less. Like, have you faced any situation like that?
Yes, and that is, to be honest, like
It's one of the
one of the
tilting moment in the life.
difficult moments. And you know what? Like there was a time what happened. Like I was trying to pass the challenge in 1 day, and I was left like $10 to pass the challenge. And what happened? I executed one trade and lost that trade. And then there was an ego coming inside from me. Hey, I need to pass this. Like it's just $10 fucking, right?
Same.
And then like drawdown and then stress and boom. And you guys wouldn't believe this. From just $10 away to passing the challenge, I came back to break even. This is the reason, like it's very important, like to call it a day, to wait for a new setup, like do not try to force it
Yeah.
on a single day.
But this is a pretty standard thing that it happened to me many times. So it's like 10 points, and it goes to the other way, and you lose everything you've been working on for a week. So that's the story of my life. Sometimes that's because I don't know you guys, but I usually risk a little bit more when I'm on evaluation. So when I'm already funded, I'm very cautious, and I trade the same way I trade my personal account. But when I'm on evaluation stage, I'm a bit more aggressive, and things like that happen every time, very often.
So same thing. I risk close to 2.53% on evaluations, and on live it's always fixed at 1%, 1:3. That's what I target most of the time. Once the live account moves to 1:1, I'll move to break even and let the trade run. So that's what I've been continuously following. If I hit 2% stop loss in a day, I stopped trading that account. Even now, when I was trading my 25K, I went 6% drawdown at some point. So last 2 days market been very nice to me. The trades were very good. I recovered those 6% plus. I'm up some close to 4%. So, and I have locked up the payout for the upcoming week. And in order to fix the stop loss issue, like basically when it hits TP and still you need some money, what I did is I make sure whenever I get into trade for that particular day, I make sure I go to the dashboard, check how much funding pips shows clearly how much money do you require for a particular in order to pass. So I will write it down. Then I always trade a standard lot where I am aware of a single pip move, how much it will give me, for an example. And also I'll combine my lucky number, maybe like, for example, I love numbers with 7. So all my lot sizes will be in 0.77 or 1.57. It's like in this range. So I have gotten used to it. So wherever it moves, how much lot I take, I know one pip will give me this much. That's what I've like come up to. I'll probably show my dashboard as well. All my trades will be at 0.77, 0.57. And I'll make sure I'm adding. If it's a 25K account, I'll add 0.25% on top of my TP. For example, I need $1,000 to pass. I'll keep $1,050 TP mostly. So even if it hits, there'll be like more or less swap fee, commission fee spread.
Yeah,
I'll pass. So
sure.
this helped me to secure that tilting level, plus something I've like made sure doing it on all my trades.
Can I share my screen for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'd like to. I hope you see it, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me move that to the other side. So I couldn't handle myself, and I took a trade on gold just now. So it was a winner, but I was hoping to do this movement to this point here, to these highs, but I closed it at 50% profit just in case, because of the news releasing in 5 minutes. And this is my strategy. I usually do a Nasdaq, a very systematic and 95% objective approach. So I agree with, I think it was Kashif that said every single highs and lows are always liquidity areas. So I draw zones on the liquidity areas based on a series of parameters, very objective ones, based on my strategy, and then I trade the breakouts. I trade the breakouts of these areas of liquidity, depending again on a series of objective parameters I follow. So that was a sell here. I didn't take because of the news. And now I'm just waiting. So now it's giving me a buy, but I'm not able, based on my system, I'm not able to trade that one just because of the stop loss. It's too away. So I'm just looking for very small stop losses, and then a series, some of the things I will display in futures live stream, so everyone interested can join and learn the strategy I use. And my risk reward is 1-1. So that it's amazing when someone looks for or is trying to target 1, 2, 3, 4, because mine is 1-1. So I have to be over 52% winning ratio just to make some money.
That's actually very nice. Like, as long as you adapt to your own strategy and you are able to make money, like all strategy works.
Yeah, this strategy is the same one, exactly the same one. I trade on my personal account, and it's been years I trade this strategy. So it's very easy, but very quiet strategies. It doesn't have any adrenaline in it. It's just deploying the high lows, high highs, high lows, liquidity zones, and just waiting for the breakout based on a specific rules I follow. So, but I couldn't wait for the gold. I should have waited and be full take profit, but it's 0.5, so it's all right.
Actually, Rosa, like this is very like textbook example trade according to SMC. Because if you look on the 15-minute, like there was a clean order block.
I'm going to be
similar to
honest
that.
with you. I don't know what an order block is. I don't use this. I don't change. So this is 1 minute time frame, and I don't look at any other chart time frame. Okay. So I'm going to move to the 15. You said that's 15 minutes.
So order block is basically like a bearish candle, which means like retailers, they were trying to push the price down. Like it's not gold.
It's the bearish. Oh, it's in gold, you said?
Yeah.
All right, just a second. So it's an opposite
15.
candle, right? Yeah, let's go. This is 15 on gold.
Yeah, just zoom out on the left-hand side. You'll see. Yeah, that one. So if you can see, like there was a dodgy candle right here.
Where? Here?
Left, at the bottom, right at the bottom.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, this one. So that means like the retailers, they were trying to push the price to the downside, and then there was a sudden push to the upside, meaning that there was a smart money move to the upside. That means like whenever the price section, like it will come back into this, like we traders, smart money traders, we call it mitigation, right? We say like there's a lot of orders still residing, and that could mitigate for a move up. And when it got tapped, now when it gets tapped, you go on the 1 minute time frame, right? So when you'll go on the 1 minute, you'll see a market structure shift, right? Yeah, that one. You see like that range at the bottom. Yes, that range at the bottom, like the moment it had a market structure shift to the upside, I think that was your buy trade. So
this is what I saw without changing the time frame.
Yeah.
So I had this area here, like I said, liquidity area in 1 minute, because my target is pretty short. It's in and out as quick as possible. So it's like 1 minute, 2 minutes in, and I'm out. So I targeted this area, and as it's been bouncing a few times from this area, I took this trade upwards to this next liquidity area. To me, that was my interpretation. But I went out halfway just because of the news. It's releasing now. So,
News is positive for
News is out.
is positive for dollars. So it's just that's the liquidity sweep.
Yeah, grab
yeah,
the liquidity now.
Crazy. Holy.
wow.
Whoa.
How much pip drop that was? 120.
Damn.
Wow.
Rosa, did you move your stop losses to break even?
Oh, no, I'm out already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it was, I don't know if you can see it. It's here. Can you see this? I was in here and I was out there. So here and there.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
So it was only like, 15 points. I'm usually targeting around 30 points, same as Nasdaq. And on both my strategies, I don't usually move the stop loss to break even. So it's all or nothing.
Okay. Since it's 1:1, ideally, yeah, that would work actually. I mean, do you follow the same for even live accounts, all or nothing?
Oh yeah, it's the same on my live account. I only trade Nasdaq.
Okay.
So I have my income comes from my live account.
Kashif, I have a question for you. So I saw you marking all the order blocks, liquidity, everything by yourself. So do you really enjoy it, or like you prefer using indicators?
I do use one indicator, which is very helpful. Rosa, can I have the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so the only indicator that I'm using is session ranges. So basically,
Yeah.
this is it will be very helpful for a lot of traders. To be honest, like it's Asian session range by Rob Mitty, and you just need to do a couple of settings, and it just marks your session highs and your session lows, right? So when I'm marking liquidity, like I'll also look for liquidity above a session high or above a session low, below a session low. And you will see, like when you will see the price section, you will see that these session highs and session lows, they also act as a support or resistance level. For example, that was your Asian session low right here, this whole area. Now what you see, when the price had dropped right here, it came back up to the Asian low level right here. So this session range indicator, like it helps me a lot, to make my directional buys on the charts. So this is something I'm using as an indicator. It's very helpful. My gosh, like what a crazy move we had, like the
Yeah.
downside.
So it moved close to 160.
Man, did you went in a sell?
No, I didn't enter any position. I think Rosa, you were on sell, right?
No, I was on one buy.
Okay.
I did buy earlier. I'm
Okay.
just waiting on gold right now to buy again.
Yeah, same. I will also wait for these volume to settle down. Give me some entries. Probably leave an order block down. Come and retest it again. Then probably I'll take a trade.
That's what I'm waiting for. Kind of.
I
At
think.
the end, sorry, second. Go ahead.
Sorry. I think all the newses are out, right? There are no other.
Let me check. No more
All right,
news.
boys, I'm executing a live trade right here.
Okay.
It's a win or lose situation. I'm going long from here. We're losing money today.
Is it 5 minutes after the news came?
Yeah.
No, I think you have 1 more minute.
No problem. Let's see. It's a tight stop loss.
Let's go. Impulsive move to the down, hit an order block, taking a buy to the top.
Same setup. like these rejection candles, like they were enough to get in. They were enough confirmations to get into a buy. One,
Actually, yeah, it has
two,
given long lengths. I mean, the sellers are moving
three.
and the buyers are coming in.
Yeah, I think it should hold this lows right here to go back up. It's a very impulsive trade. Let's see.
Cool. Let's see how it plays out.
We're losing money live today.
Guys, so Rosa, you said you mostly trade 1:1. So you place a trade and you look at the screen all the time, or you move away like and let this trade plays out.
No, I only trade the first 2 hours of the New York session. That's it. If I have no time for many reasons, then I trade the opening, London opening, same with Nasdaq, or
Okay.
the end of the session, 8 to 10 p.m. Spain time. So the last 2 hours. But usually is the first 2 hours New York session, and then once I have the trade in, I can forget. I just leave. That's
Okay.
it. I don't. Sometimes I don't even remember I had a trade, so I can check the computer or the trade like 3 hours later.
Okay.
Because since I don't move, I don't do nothing with the trade. I leave it and play out. So I don't do break even or trailing or partials.
Okay.
There's nothing to do more. So
Okay.
sometimes it's literally 3 minutes in the session when I'm out. Sometimes it's 2 hours.
Got it. Got it. I mostly like take a trade, probably step away, stop, or like keep my SL and stop loss. And sometimes, so I have this app widget on my phone, so I know the percentage changes. So when I feel the percentage has moved to 1:1, I'll just open and just move to B and leave the trade. That's what I do on live accounts currently. It
Hmm.
has helped me to stop out at unwanted times. There are a lot of times where I've closed the trade when it's in loss like 0.5%, then later it reverses. So that tilts
Right.
you even more. So these kind of experiences, like it changed by doing this.
Sometimes, but I don't think you are allowed to do that. I've been thinking about splitting one trade. So let's say I'm risking 1%, which
Okay.
is my usual risk, 1% of the account on every trade, and split this trade into like 3, 4, or 5 trades, but at the same time. So same entry, 5 times the same trade, just split it. But I'm not sure you can do that. So it's not DCA, remember that. So it's at the same point, 5 equally
So you're doing that.
equal.
Uh, yeah, 5 trades you'll take it with one lot, for an example, and you close at multiple positions.
Yes.
Okay. I think you can take a bigger lots and take partials also, right? I think MetaTrader, I think Match Trader allows that. You can take partials, close, for an example, five
Yes,
lot.
you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's actually good. I mean, like, can test out those. Oh, you move to BE
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Because 1 to 1, like it's the point where I secure like 50% of my positions,
Okay.
and I move my stop losses break even, and I leave the rest to run for 1 to 2 or 1 to 3.
Okay.
So let's see.
Okay, that's perfect. Let's see.
It's nearly there.
And I have this question. Okay, so do you guys have ever faced there is a difference between trading in a 300K account and probably somewhere trading with a 25K account? Like, have you faced any emotional roller coasters when coming to this difference in size of the account?
Not to
Not
me.
Okay.
Yeah, not really, because I basically calculate my lot size according to my risk. So
Mm.
whatever the stop loss is, I go to lot size calculator on baby pips, and I input my risk 1%. I don't look at the numbers, because when I look at the numbers, the fluctuation, the dollar amounts, like psychologically, I feel emotional, like on the 1 minute, like numbers going up in profits and down. So I just stick to the risk. I go to my MT5 to just do the execution, and then I go back to my trading view, the charts. So like either it's a 300K or 100K or 25K. For me, like it's same things, just percentage risk.
Great. Same thing. I had initially the same exactly. When it's a 300K, when you see the numbers, the profit is like you feel happy. When it's loss, you will feel miserable. So that's what I was going through at some point, like probably 8 9 months back. So that's when I decided to go small and look at the percentages. So that has helped me a lot actually, rather than the winning numbers. Oh, I think it's coming down right now.
Yeah, I think like now, if we again,
3308 and 3305. Can you scroll down? Like, can you
the
go to a lower time frame?
all right, on the
Sorry,
1 minute time frame right here.
time frame. My bad. Like 15 minutes.
It's going down crazy now. So I'm just waiting on gold for a buy opportunity. Nasdaq just went off, so no chance to go in. Let's wait.
I think
Oh,
like
damn it.
the way the candles are bearish on the daily on the 4 hour time frame
I
just
think.
looks so clean to the left hand side, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, now this low, it could be another rejection level because we are still in this zone. Like we're still in this demand zone. So any second rejection could be a second buy opportunity that I'm looking for. And if I go in a buy here, like after the rejection, like not now, I want to see some 1 minute candles holding this structure, you know, not impulsively. If it holds the structure, some bullish candle closures, some bullish momentum coming in, then I would be looking for another buy with stop loss below this zone. But it all depends on how the 1 minute candles they hold this area. I want them to hold this area. Yeah, this is something I'm talking about. You see this dodgy candle like trying to break the lows, then flipping bullish. I want like few more candles like this to have enough confirmations to go in a buy, the second buy trade.
Oh,
Maybe Rosa, you can have the screen as well to share your thoughts on this as well.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a buy. Yes, I'm just waiting. Let me
You
show.
you you guys just relying on me to have the executions. Why? Like
Oh, no, no, I've executed, but I'm just waiting. Where's my
learn,
screen? Here.
learn from the experts.
So I'm reluctant, but if it goes up this level, let's put it here, I might take a trade from here to here. So
Okay.
no more than that. So again, maybe it'll be 15, well, 30 points, kind of. Maybe to this point, this lows here. But I have to wait.
yeah, you know, there's so much volume that you get scared
Hmm,
sometimes. Like personally, like this indecision right now.
So that's exactly why I avoid these volume sessions. You are constantly thinking, oh, what will happen? What will happen? So you won't get a clear picture. Like once the volume settles down, and it will be like a clean trade. Like
Hmm.
we can look at after New York and between Tokyo. If you look at the price movement, it will be like mostly currency, like it one way.
Anand is a very calm trader. Like Anand be like, "आग लगे बस्ती में, हम अपनी मस्ती में."
No, I have been in this situation where in New York I don't know what to do. I enter a trade, I like oh shit, what will happen? I've been in that situation, so I have like
Yeah,
the basics rule for me is like to sit and watch New York what is happening. But I do watch. It's not like I don't watch it, but I do watch. I just don't get enter a position.
nice.
It's just my rule. That's it. So some people like it. No, some people really like to trade New York. The volume.
I prefer the London session, to be honest, to trade Nasdaq sometimes, or the end of the session, at the end of the day, so the closing. I think it's more So it takes the ratio by the end of the session, because there's all the closings from the futures. Oh wow, I think it's there's direction but not volatility. So it's easier. It's easier to me to take a trade.
We've been anticipating the sales like since London, and as I mentioned in the beginning, like I do have a Discord community with a lot of traders where we share our trade setup and analysis, and we did called out a sell like from that swing point to the upside on the 1 minute, you see right over there up at the top, like where Rosa, you close your buy trade, where you close your buy trade, you went into a sell up from the top, because the high time from order flow was bearish, and the members they're crazy right now. We're like, whoa.
Yeah. But we know that now when you're here, you don't know what's going to happen with the news, and it's better to close it down and just forget. It's crazy. Volatility sometimes is just crazy, and I don't like playing around when there's too much volume.
I think, Rosa, this candle is the buy candle you're looking for.
That one?
Yeah, this one.
No, not yet. I'm just waiting this year. I have to wait for another session. But as you can see, so I'm just showing my trades. Anything I'm doing, it gets noted on screen. So because I'm using this indicator, well, it's an expert advisor, but it's trade. It doesn't trade. It's just for managing risk. So you see, I can hide or show the trade. So it's here. It's pretty clear. So if I'm losing today, don't worry, guys. I don't mind to showing it.
It's part of
it's part of the trading. So, and sometimes I lose a few times in a row, and it's part of the trading again.
So do you have any stop loss? For example, per day I'll take only this much percentage hit. Do you have a stop loss like that?
Yes, I do. So in every trade, I risk 1%. So it's only one trade a day. But when I'm trading gold, since it's different, I usually do 0.05. And once I set the stop loss, it's fixed on the trade. I don't move it.
Okay.
On Nasdaq, sometimes on gold, because I think it's more volatile than Nasdaq, or I don't know the movement as good as I know trading Nasdaq. Sometimes I move to break even, but that's for my sanity, not because of the strategy. It's not working. It's because I feel better if I do so.
Also, Rosa, I see that you are also using moving averages. Like, how does it help you to define your bias? Like, how do you
To me,
use
they
them?
are the key.
How,
I've
like,
been
do you
using them like.
Hmm.
So it's important to see the structure. That's the main thing, right? But once you've identified the areas of liquidity, that one, that's already been eaten. So that one, I'm just waiting to trade upwards, because this zone to me, it's been eaten already to the downside. So I'm not going to trade downside anymore on this area. But now I have this area, and I could trade it downside or upside. It doesn't matter. So, and the moving average, it's a lagging indicator, that's for sure. Same as RSI. I've got the RSI here, but it's quite a lot of indication, because when price drops, it drops to a certain level. So it's not like that's always like how do I explain that? Let me think about it. So when someone's dropping, there's always a top, a bottom. Absolute no market is going to drop indefinitely or like crazy, because there's major implications in countries if something does that. Nasdaq, Shao, Euro, whatever. So if that happens, there's a big problem worldwide. So if you see the RSI on the downside, it's usually a good indicator that it won't be on the downside for long, ever. But it can be upwards when there's a an upside trend, it can be on this side of the RSI for candles and candles and candles, and it's not saying anything. So it's moving upwards. It's here, 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 and it's nothing to do. So what I do, but on the downside, I know it's going to be for very short time. Let's move backwards. And that only you can see that on 1 minute time frame. That's why you see it's going down like crazy. Let's see this bit here, but it's not on the downside. Don't you worry. When it's hitting properly the downside, it'll be an upward movement. And since I'm one-on-one trading like Rick's reward, I'm not waiting for, let's say, from here to here to that moving average, like 15, 20, 25 points. And that's something it's going to happen nearly every time. Plus the structure. Structure is the king on liquidity. But here, you see, it's on the upper side. Forget about the levels. The standard levels are all right. So it's gone on the upside. When it's going to stop going upside, you don't even know, because here is, so it was in the upper zone. Now it's going down, but hell, the price is going up. That doesn't happen on the downside. Only on the downside, and not in every symbol. It's just gold and some of the symbols. I want disclosure here now. But so I've been studying that. That's why I use the RSI on gold and the moving averages. Because moving averages, so in this candle here, the moving average is telling me nothing. But as soon as I am a bit back, this is the average price of the last candles. So at some point, if it has to turn around, it's going to make it here, this liquidity area, and this area here. And now I have to wait. So it doesn't mean every rejection to the moving average is valid, but it's just where the price is going to drop. And these are not standard moving average either. So it's different moving averages, very specific and super small lagging. They are very reactive to price. So, and I've been using them for ages. So if, let's say I have to take a buy here for my strategy, say so, that's the target. And then here, that's what I'm trying to do with MT5 and FundingPips is just I close a partial and then I leave one position to run up until the next area.
Nice. So along with the moving averages, it's the order flow, the lower lows, the lower highs that you try to target, like scalping.
Yep. So it's like targeting areas plus the special moving averages and the RSI indicating, you can have a look. So every time it goes down properly underneath, it doesn't matter if you use 30 as a level, 25, 20, it doesn't matter. Choose whatever you like and just wait. And you see how long it takes to reverse. Nothing, just a few candles. It's not possible because prices don't drop. It seems like they drop faster, but they recover. They have small recoveries. So it's a mean reversion strategy, what I do on gold. So I'm just waiting for buy on the middle of a downside trend.
So like, Rosa, like you're scalping mostly. So what is your per trade risk? Like, do you...
My what, sorry?
Risk per trade. What is your risk per trade?
Nasdaq is 1% every trade. And gold is also 1%, but I divide it. So I usually is 0.25. So I have 4 chances on a gold. 4 chances I'm out of trading this day. So they don't for me. Now it's a buy. So we could take a buy now.
All right, boys, this is gambling mode on. Quick scalp. I'm in buy with you.
Yeah, I didn't take it as I was chatting. So to do some scalping, you have a massive amount of concentration.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would take this one. Stop loss would be here.
Just the lows.
just the lows.
Okay, that's nice.
I don't give price any chance. So it
Oh
has to
boy,
do.
it's going.
So
Yeah, it's going up. That's good. Stop loss at 3309.
here,
Like I'm not able to see the digits very clearly. Yeah, it's 09.
okay, yeah, it's kind of, yeah,
Okay.
3309 kind of target. It depends on the entry, but I said that's a call here. So let's say this point, 10, 15, 15 pips, 20, 25, moving average. That's it. If I'm out, I'm out.
Okay.
Mm.
And because of the gold volatility, sometimes it hits the moving average, but then it goes up very quickly. So it gives me a channel 1, 2. Sometimes 1, 3, but usually it's 1, 1.
Yep. We also have a 1 hour candle closure in about 4 minutes. So maybe the 1 hour candle might leave at bottom wick. Is a retracement? This could be a possibility.
So 5 minutes, 4 minutes to close it down. That's clearly downside to the downside. So
Yeah.
it might take my stop loss if I had taken this trade. It's also the lower wick, but then I add up the spread. So it's
Yeah.
not at the tick. It's going to reverse very quick, I think. But I'm not sure it's going to be that candle or in 2-3 minutes, but I think it's going to reverse very quick.
These kind of dodgy candles when they form at the swings, like they kind of like give me confidence that there might be a reversal.
Oh,
Oh, the doji?
Yeah, the dodgies.
Oh, that's amazing. I think I'm going to be out at the 5 minutes. I never see that, but it's pretty bearish.
There you go. This candle looks good. This current candle is trying to, push up and give us kind of like a market structure shift. Seems like.
oh, nice push.
Yeah, this is something I was waiting for. You still in the trade, Rosa?
Sorry?
You still in the trade?
On the what?
Are you still in the trade?
On the crate? What
Trade,
am
I
I
trade.
mean,
saying?
are you still in the trade?
No. I didn't enter. I was chatting to you guys with you guys, and I was said I should enter here, but it went up. So I'm not chasing any trade. So because I was chatting, so you see target. It would have
Oh,
been a
I'm I'm
target.
I'm in the buys from the bottom, and
Fantastic.
if it goes all the way up, like that would be sniper for me. All
That's
thanks to
it.
you.
Just
oh
close it
wow.
down. Close it down. Close it down. It's gonna test this point if I'm not wrong. But there's a massive area here. I don't really like it. So honestly, I would close it down.
Damn,
You never know if honestly. So you
That's
never know
man.
what's gonna happen, right? And now it goes till this area here, and you say, "Oh, Rosa," but this area
I've, I've
there's
secured off.
rejection.
50 pip.
Secured off.
You captured
Rosa,
50.
you should come live every single day. I do relate with
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
Made me some money. Made me some good money today.
Thank you all. I can give you more signals.
Actually, like I like your focus on the 1 minute because this is something I also do, like from high time frame to lower time frame, and the way you describe the 1 minute rejections and the pullbacks and the way you are focused into the 1 minute, crazy. Like
I,
hats
I
off.
have to, I have to be honest. Over this nearly 9 years already, I've tried everything. 1,000 indicators on the chart, no indicators, everything. But then I started analyzing top bottom, like 1 week, 1 day, whatever, and it confused me very, very much, because I thought, okay, in 10 minutes it's long, in 5 minutes it's short. So I started not knowing what I was doing, and then I decided, okay, one time frame, one trade, 2 hours a day, one chart. That's it. I did that on Nasdaq, and now I'm starting to trade Shao, as you say, as you can see, but only one time frame works the same. But I'm not expecting. So this is because I'm a scalper. I'm not expecting like 200 points on the trade. I'm just expecting 15, 30, 1%, because in the end, I'm just risking 1%. It doesn't matter if I have 30 points, 3 points, or 200 points. It's only 1%. So the less, the better for me. So I'm very focused on these 2 hours, only one time frame, and I've got all the information I need. You see, it came here and it retraced. I didn't know that. It could have done that, but the probabilities are telling me that there's rejection, rejection, rejection. What's going to happen? Rejection. And now it can go, this is the next level to me, and then this level, and then all this fair value gap at some point.
You know, like whenever like there's a rejection level and the candle is not closing above that rejection, that means like it's not gonna go up, because if it has to go up, like it shouldn't be closing below that rejection level. This is like my basic rule. Whenever there's a market structure shift and the candle just closes below with volume, I'll be like, hey, this candle has a lot of volume. It should have closed above, but if it hasn't closed above, that means like there could be rejection.
That's it. So look at that. Look at these special moving averages.
Yeah, crossover.
Now if it comes here and it closes above this area from here to here, which is the wick of this bullish candle, you might take another buy. I'm not going to trade because that's not my system, but it's something sometimes I trade as well. It has to close.
Oh, that's nice actually.
And again, it's an in and out, right? It's like another 10, 15 pips out. No, nothing else.
Okay.
It's already 13 pips to the top. 13 points out.
Crazy. Like the way you filter the noise on the 1 minute time frames. Great.
There's no noise to me.
I mean, the way you filter it, you know, like you're not like a lot of traders I see, like when they go on the 1 minute, they look at the left hand side, buy, sell, they just get confused. But you're just focused on the current 1 minute candles, real time.
So this area now is not tradable anymore.
Yeah.
It's filled in, and I'm just waiting. That one to the upside, and this one both sides. But to me, gold has to go up at least till this point in this very session, like in 1 hour. It should be reaching that point and then going down again a little bit.
Got.
That's because I have a crystal ball next to me.
You know the future. So yeah, that's pretty nice. But 1 minute is scary, but if you are mastering it, seems to be like you can make like good money as well.
Yeah.
That's nice. Usually my stop loss is almost like 50 pips. TB is like 100 or 150. That's what I target like most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but again, it's not easy. Like it takes some 2 hours or 3 hours movement. So my average trade, the new FundingPips dashboard has helped me to know that it's around 2.5 hours. So it's not 1 minute or 2 minutes. I hold my trades for 2 hours, maybe for 6 hours sometimes. So this is something like probably I might test it out, but again, a little bit scary now when I look at it. So
it is.
Can we check with the viewers that they have any questions that we can answer?
I was just reading. DJ says so she trades 1 minute. Then how many trades in a day she takes? One trade on Nasdaq. Top maximum 4 trades in gold because I divide my risk in 4 trades. So it's 4 trades plus 1 in Nasdaq in 2 hours. I don't trade any more time than that. 2 hours a day, same 2 hours every day.
Got it. Any other questions, guys? Like, not able to see any specific questions.
Yeah, Mario is saying so scary 1 minute. It was to me because I started trading at 4 hours chart. Just so imagine, I wanted to die of boredom.
Meantime, can I also share my screen, Rosa?
Share, Flight. Go ahead.
I just saw something which might be helpful for a lot of traders. So it's like whenever there is a bottom, like for example, I marked this order block, like on the 30-minute time frame, you can say like an order block, or in simple language, you can say this as a support level, because that was the area from where the push happened to the upside, right? A simple support area or order block. Now on the 5-minute time frame, you see these 5-minute candles resisting, like trying to go further below to this level. Like you see one rejection right here. You Let me just do it. You see one rejection right here. On the 5-minute, you see second rejection, you see third rejection, and this fourth candle right here, it wasn't able to break the lows. And after this current candle is impulsively pushing up and trying to give us the market structure shift right here. These rejection candle, whenever I start to see these, the price section wicking from the bottom, and that is also a swing low, and it's also a support level, that gives me an early confirmation to get into an early trade. And as Rosa said, like a dynamic risk management, what I do sometimes when I'm not feeling more confident, what I do, I go in with dynamic risk. Let's say I'm planning like a 1% risk on this trade setup. Now, if I'm not having confidence, I'll still execute my setup, but what would I do? I'll go in with 0.25% risk right here, right at the bottom, because if I am correct, if my bias is correct, then this would be a very high risk reward ratio, right? Something like this, let's say like this with a stop loss below, just like what Rosa is doing on the 1-minute time frame. And then look, this is already a 1 to 5 RR. Now, if we talk about in numbers, if I'm risking 0.25% on this trade, I'm keeping my risk lowest as possible so I could survive for the next trade with a 1 to 5 RR. I'm getting a 1% reward, right? So sometimes I do this, like, and as soon as the price action just starts to go back up and up and up, I start to enter like 0.25% more and more, like this dynamic. I call it dynamic risk management. Now, what is going to happen according to my strategy? If this 5-minute candle engulfs this bearish doji candle to the upside, that whole area will become an order block for me. Because for me, a lot of you guys might think like SMC is confusing, but for me, an order block is simply a bearish candle which is engulfed by a bullish candle, right? So if it engulfs and it closes above, that would become a kind of like a lower time frame demand zone for me. And what I would simply wait for price to go back up. We already have a market structure shift, right? We already have a market structure shift. Price to go back up like this, close above, a little bit of retracement on the 1-minute time frame into any of a rejection or PD array, and then continue to the upside. And then I look at the left hand side where the price will go, because if this is a current order block or demand zone, then the price will go to the next supply zone. And my next supply zone, again, it will be right here. Obviously, when I will switch to the 15-minute time frame, you will see a bullish candle engulfed by a bearish candle. That would be my targeting supply zone right here.
Got it.
Wow, that's massive.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
it might look complicated, but when you like repeat it over, back testing over and over again, like it just
you'll be
just see it like without trying.
130 pips, 130, 140 pips.
Yeah.
That's nice trade.
Like if you measure this to this, yeah, it's 100 pips of a move.
10, 20.
You see, gold. It's it's keeping it in the area, in the level you have there. So the level I said, just close it down because it's projecting all the time. So it's like,
Yes, this one.
So I'm pretty sure it's going up, but
Yeah.
it was a nice level to close, cash in, and that's it.
Exactly. Just in simple terms, like these rejection areas, I call it a ceiling. Like, if you keep smashing on a ceiling, like there will come a time it will break, right? So it get weakens over time. The more rejections you have, price is just trying to, break it, weaken it up. And then there's a sudden break to the upside.
It's gonna break now. It's gonna break
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Actually, pretty nice trade.
Um, I don't know if there are more questions. Let me read them.
Khalid saw the vision, man. Like these live trading, I think like these trade-in official, like it's gonna help a lot of traders build their
Yeah.
psychology, have a different narrative from different experienced traders. The vision is big, man. That's awesome.
Totally. I'm actually, thinking if this was there for me, I would have been in a better place earlier on. Like I've
Yeah.
been in a phase of 6 7 months, learning everything from the basic and probably understanding the platform space altogether, losing accounts. Probably whoever is coming new to this, they'll probably might lose half of what you have like lost, like
Like
compared to
yeah.
another.
And one thing I would like to point it out, a lot of prop firms they say like buy traders for traders, but they don't mean that. But
True.
funding pips right here, it actually means that it's by traders and it's for the traders. And this trade in official live streams, bringing all the experienced traders right here to share their thoughts. It's to provide value to all the trading community.
Got it. And I've been seeing a question, people asking why we choose gold or Nasdaq. So the main reason is because of the volatility per day, what's happening in the market. There are other currency pairs which might take, for example, if you take entry, it might take 2 3 days to hit your TP. Whereas gold or Nasdaq, it moves very fast. Like with your analysis, you can book your TP or stop loss like in few hours or maybe few minutes. So that's why most people prefer trading, where they don't have to spend a lot of time looking at the charts. The slow moving markets are good for swing trades, but mostly people who trade prop firms, like majority will be intraday traders. That's what I think of. So hope this answers the question.
Yeah.
That's right. Um, TJ is saying he's too eager to enter the trade. How guys do you manage that? I
So
personally manage, and you can also answer in the sense of, would you cross in red when it's red on a pedestrian crossing? I wouldn't, so I have to wait. Chances are something goes wrong if I cross when it's red. So that's how I trade. Money is is my tool for work, so I can't put it on risk. If I put it at risk, I don't have the tool to work. So I'm in a bigger problem then. So I have to control myself and say, is this my setup? No. Is this my setup? No. Am I bored to death just waiting here for an hour and a half doing nothing? Yes. And what do I do? Just waiting a little bit longer. And that's how I plan, and that's how I talk to myself in my head. Just wait until it happens. How do you do that, guys?
So I see a question: how do you make sure previous trade result doesn't affect your next ones? So usually it does. If you take a loss, it might affect your the next trade setup a bit. So I would recommend have 1 or 2 trades per day. That's will help you in the long run. If you take 2 trades in a row as a loss, stop trading for that day personally. So what I would recommend, you do whatever your life offers, like probably play video games or whatever you have. Like don't look at the charts. That's what. If you look at the charts, every candle seems like an opportunity to regain that percent you have lost. So I would like step away from the chart, leave it, have a good sleep, then come again next day, and probably you would have forgotten about the yesterday's trade and you would start fresh. So that's
rinse and repeat, my man.
I
Yeah.
agree with you, Anand,
Yeah.
100%.
Sam says, Rosa, please explain the RSI concept again. Hassam, like this is a recorded session, so when it ends, like you can go over it again and you can watch that.
Thank you. And when is gold more volatile? Gold is always most of the time volatile. It's more volatile when sessions open and during session times. Basically, London, New York. New York is the most volatile. Um, I think we pretty much answered all the questions which came.
I think it's going towards the supply zone that I've marked, and
Oh,
we
it has.
already have market structure shift. I think the next resistance area would be this candle right here. You see, this area would be the next resistance. If we clear out this resistance, then it's all clean to this supply zone.
Mhm. I agree with you.
My
Oh my God!
advice
I think
for
a lot of traders made money today with us.
yeah, actually.
174 people live.
I hope so, because it was a good day, but there's bad days as well. And these are part of the game as well.
Asif, I have a question for you. Like, I mostly trade alone. Like, most of the time, my trades are like solo trades. I don't mostly discuss with anyone. So, since you already run a Discord community and you share ideas, so like, do you enjoy more with the like when you take trades along with the community, or you like to trade like alone?
Basically, like I have a friend, so we both were traders, and we moved along together. So we both have same strategy, and he trains along with me right over
Okay.
there. Right? So trading is not boring for me, to be honest. Like we both having fun every single day. We playing games, we play Valorant, we execute a trade, we place our stop loss, we define our risk, and we just go back to Valorant. We start playing games, right?
Hmm.
So for us, like it's a full time and it's fun. And yes, along with the community, when you are trading with the community, like you have a lot of responsibility. Like you cannot take irrational decisions. You need to be very sensible. You need to be in good shape, good mindset. You need to be having a proper setup. So yes, I do say like having a community, it makes you more of a disciplined trader. Because when I go live every single day, and I've been doing this from the last 6 months with an average 75 to 80% win rate.
Oh, that's all.
And when there's hundreds of people in front of me every single day, make sure that I'm not emotional. I make sure that I'm not taking an impulsive decision. Yes, we do have losses sometimes, but just thanks to the risk management, thanks to the 0.25% risk, in the end, like we turn out to be profitable. So the straight direct answer to your question, having a trading community, like it's a family for me. Each and every member, I try to push them, any questions from them, I make sure to ask. And one more thing, like this month when I started, this month I said like you guys have to follow risk management along with me and the members. You will pass challenges. Like I said clearly, for once, stop gambling. Do
Yeah.
not take trading as gambling. Rinse and repeat. And when they followed that, so far like 15 members, they have sent their certificates, pass the challenge, pass the certificates, they have to pay out. So it feels more energetic, I feel more happy that everyone is working together.
Got it. That's
So
great.
now it's a buy, I think. Like, and one more thing I would like to share before I sign off right here, share my entire screen, I would say. This is the challenge, Funding Pips challenge, that I was trading along with my community, right? So I started this 1st of July on Funding Pips. And if you see, like, I just do rinse and repeat. Like, and if you see at my losses on a 50K, it's 0.30%. I try to keep my losses small and winner big and show up every single day, 2, 3 hours for a session. And I do had some break-even days, but to all the traders struggling in their challenges, try to play the long-term game. Try not to force all your trades in one session, because every single day it's a new opportunity. It's a new probability. The price section, if you're having a difficulty in today's price section, call it a day, come back tomorrow, and you might have a better opportunity. So it's all about mindset. It's all about psychology that you have to master. And I think like uh, this is the bias I was in. And this is a FundingPips two-step pro account with a 6% profit target right here. And you see, we have cleared the challenge live.
Oh, oh, you just needed
So,
$100, right?
so you owe me a coffee.
Yeah, because like
Like
$200 from your side.
you're asking too less, Rosa.
Yeah, and look at the gold. Gold is there, so it was pretty clear to me. I'm serious here. I'm not. I'm talking very serious. I was pretty clear it is going up. It's very difficult to me trading live as I've been doing today, or when I'm with my students trading live. I have to admit my students are way better than I am because of the pressure. When you are live, you want them, you'd like to show them the best part, so
Right.
you always win. There's no losses, etc., etc. But this is not how trading goes, and because I'm just talking, I'm a bit distracted, and it's pretty important when you don't move from the 1 minute chart. You have to be very, very focused on what you're doing, otherwise it can be a loss. So it's very difficult, but really my students are way better than I am. That's for sure. and that's true as well. So I'm not very, I don't know, I have to be ashamed or not, but that's a reality. I think someone else took this trade. Fascinator said he was on this trade. So a good trade. Fantastic Fascinator. If
Right,
you
it's
took it, that was an amazing trade.
Do you guys check out the new Funding Pip dashboard? It's pretty
what's
nice.
the change? It's like I think it's I haven't
They
checked
changed
it.
the entire UI. A lot of data is there. I realized how many, like, I have more losses than wins, but still I'm profitable. So
Of
that means
course.
my RR is pretty good. So that I have analyzed. There is a lot of information I think we can learn from it. And also, I wanted to ask: have you guys like back tested your strategies? Like, do you guys back test?
Yes, I do. I do backtest. I use FX Replay,
Okay.
FX Replay for backtesting. This platform, it's good for backtesting. It's free, and like it has helped me a lot to have a sixth sense on the
Got
charts.
it. Got it.
Like
I think the key to success is backtesting.
yeah,
I don't think how people cannot do a proper backtest over 1,000, 2,000. I've got nowadays over 3,000 backtested trades live at my strategy on Nasdaq. And same with gold, I already have around 1,000. And also keeping a journal and a screenshot of what happened on the market and why you took this trade, and etc., etc. I haven't met not a prop trader, but a personal account trader, a profitable personal account trader, profitable without having a trading journal, a proper backtest, and being like an hour after trading, just analyzing the trade, the day, what happened, what doesn't happen. Because trading prop firms, I think it's easier than trading your live account, your personal live account. So I think that's the key of success. That's the magic thing. It's a proper backtest of your strategy, so you can trust the strategy when you are 10 trades 10 trades lost in a row. That happened to me very often. 10 losing trades in a row, that's pretty often to me. The point is then I've got 25 profit targets on a row.
I think like now we're having this rejection, 3329. So this area rejection, as I marked before. So price is taking a pause right here. That means like there's a pause in the bullish momentum. So I've secured full right here from here. Right.
Oh, look at the rejection trouble there.
Yeah. Look at the rejection.
Yeah.
These rejections, like like trade what you see, not what you think. I think like it's gonna go to the supply zone,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I trade what I see. Like I see this rejection. I see candles like they're taking the pause. They're having difficult time to break above. That means like it might turn against you. So this is the point of secured.
It's going to bounce in 9 points. 9 more points, and it's the bouncing area.
Yeah.
If it crosses this 9 points, it goes down.
Yeah.
Now it should be bouncing around
Like
this area. Like now.
Yeah. Let's see if it hits. Yeah. If it hits
You mean
that.
this area right here?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I've got a very small area. It's
Can you share your screen so we
Yeah.
can see it as well? Let's make some more money with Rosa.
Rosa is
Rosa will just speak. Rosa will just speak the 1 minute, and we will execute. Simple.
Okay, get ready, guys. Now it's dropping. So the area is that one
Yeah, it didn't respect
between
that.
this point and this point. If it's not bouncing, it tried to bounce as you saw, but now it's going down. So no trading area here. We have to wait.
Got it.
If it had been bouncing and closed around here, that's another buy. That's pretty
Load
clear
your-
in these areas, but no trading now.
Load your account, buys full margin. We're going full margin. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Of course, I know.
You know, like at the same time, the order flow, the area you just marked, look at the order flow, higher high, higher lows, higher high. Now this is a higher low, right? So if one bullish candle closes, it could bounce back up, you know, all the way back up to make a new higher high.
Got it.
Actually, I made like $100 extra on my 50K challenge. So
That doesn't get carried forwarded.
yeah,
Send them over.
Let's lose that money because I'm not gonna get paid for it.
No. Yeah, your win rate will be reduced if you lose.
Yeah, just kidding, guys. Just trying to make some fun. We're done trading. Like we executed a sell.
Yeah.
We executed a buy at the bottom. We executed another buy. We're done. Like
Let's see if we have a few more questions, or else I think we can wrap up. Last few questions, guys.
yeah, let's just wrap up.
Yeah. I think we are pretty much done then. It was nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, like it was.
Nice
I
talking
really
to you.
enjoyed.
I will probably start following Rosa a bit more.
Yeah, 100%. I'm having a one-on-one mentorship with Rosa for 1 minute executions, especially like to learn Nasdaq. Because if you can perform so good on gold on the 1 minute time frame, I know like you have some secret sauce on Nasdaq. I'm coming to learn that.
Nasdaq is my main symbol. That's
Yeah.
a true. Yeah, that's a hobby. Gold is a hobby.
Okay, someone is asking how many trades do you take if your first trade hits SL? Since your SL is tied, do you re-enter after 1-2 SL hit a day? This is for you, Kashif.
Sorry.
We have a question for you. How many trades do you take if your first trade hits SL? Since your SL is tied, do you re-enter after 1-2 SL hits in a day? And if you face 3 losing days back to back, do you stick to your plan?
So basically, when I execute a trade setup, let's say if I get stopped out, as I said, like when I'm going early in a position, my risk is so low, like it's 0.2%, 0.3%. So if it takes out my stop loss and in the price section it starts to rebound, that is a point like I would give a second chance to my trading setup. If that doesn't works out, then it's a session done for me. I call it out as session, and then I come back another session to execute the rest of the risk. So basically, like when I start my day, I give myself 1 to 2%. I say to myself, I'm not gonna lose more than 1%, and it's on to me like how I divide that 1% into multiple positions or multiple setups, depending on how the price section is. If there's a very high probability setup on the high time frames and there's smooth price section, there's no manipulation, then I would risk like 1% all in.
Great. I think we are done with the questions then.
All right.
Let's wrap up. Thank you so much, Kashif and Rosa. It was nice
Thank you,
talking.
Anand. Thank you,
Likewise.
Rosa.
Thanks. Thanks
Thank
both of
you.
you. See you
Cheers.
soon. Bye bye.
Bye.